Hi there everyone and welcome to today's reading. Today we're going to look into quick and urgent messages from your higher self. So please make an intuitive selection. For pile number 1 we have if the taste is sweet and good. For pile number 2 we have weavers share their magic tea. And for pile number 3 we have when the weavers call your heart. Make your selection according to your intuition and we'll do the rest of the shuffling on camera. I'll see you in your reading. Hi there, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at urgent messages from your higher self, and we're gonna try to make this video as quick as possible. And you picked if the taste is sweet and good. Immediately, I'm getting if things are as good as they seem, allowance, surrender, gratitude. I'm going to shuffle these rune cards, and the way that I usually do that, because there's 2 identical decks in there, one red and one black, is I'm going to pull 1 red and 1 black card. So Berkana, the birch, the beginning, the opening. And let's do another shuffle. And I'm gonna do 1 black one, just because sometimes when I pull the same one, it like really tells me that the energy is going through, and this is something that we need to be paying attention. Athala, inheritance. This is a family rune. This is something related to the family. All right, things are looking good right now. And I'm gonna pull 3 tarot cards. What does pile number 1 need to hear from their higher self? What does pile number 1 need to hear from their higher self? What does pile number 1 need to hear? High Priestess. The Tower, yeah, with Berkana being, there's definitely an ending that you're sensing, an ending and a new beginning. Okay, we got 2 cards here. Queen of Swords, 6 of Wands, success. And let's get 2 more cards. What does pile number 1 need to hear from their higher self? What is an urgent message for pile number 1 from their higher self? 2 of Swords. What does pile number 1 need to hear? The World. Okay, I got an extra card actually. Strength. All right, pile number 1. There's an ending of a chapter and a beginning of a new one. The new chapter guarantees you success that you do not see. You can't really see it with your intellectual mind here with 2 of Swords. But the World and Queen of Swords here. Strength. High Priestess, Berkana. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to say that the beginning that is happening in your life, the opening that is taking place in your life, things will be so good, so sweet, so amazing that the cards are urging you to prepare for it by being in allowance and acceptance and surrender to what is taking place right now. Right now, what is being orchestrated in your life is leading you to success, but there is an ending, an unexpected divine intervention of sorts. Something within you is activating some sort of a ancestral power Ancestral power is being activated within you. This ancestral power, you sense it. You know that this ending of swords, this chapter of life is over in one way or another. It's coming. But you can't really see it. You can't really see how this ending would be bringing you this success and recognition. I say recognition because Six of Wands in this card represented as someone on stage, flowers being thrown at them, and the world, being fame or recognition. There's definitely an aspect of you're being applauded for where you are. You're reaching a level of mastery, queenhood. Your persona is reaching a level of strength that is being applauded. The urgent message here, pile number 1, is do not resist this beginning. Right now, things will be, and you have already put in the work to manifest what you need to manifest. You're sensing things. You're seeing through the dark. But at the same time, although intuitively you know what's taking place, intellectually there's confusion, there's indecision, there's just blindness. And that happens because our intellect is not meant to see ahead, right? Our intellect is only created to respond and learn, to respond to danger and such, and to learn language, to build skill. So this is not something that you can see coming consciously. This is something that you sense from your heart. This Tower moment right here really feels like divine intervention. Things will be unfolding in your life right now that are activating your ancestral trauma. There's Berkana is a rune of creation, an opening, a portal into another world. Same with the High Priestess, actually. And right now, your urgent message is, do not resist the change. Stay as grounded as possible. Because the changes that are happening, your mind might react in one way or another to them. You might feel the pressure, the stress of the change, because you're literally shifting from one mode to another. You're shifting from one life to another. You're shifting from one quantum reality to another. And because it's orchestrated by the divine, this is an acceleration of events. This is an opening. This is a portal. This is a lot of energy, right? This is spiritual energy involved, and that can be stressful to our mind. Now, I don't see this tower being like as a representation of traditional tower where it's such an earth-shattering change that's happening to your life. I'm just seeing that there are changes that are happening that need to happen right now in your life so that you can be in your power, Queen of Swords. And actually, you trusting your gut and believing in the future, you trusting your vision and understanding that the stress, you might not be able to really see it intellectually, understanding that this is not a situation that you have to figure out intellectually. You're going through this transition to enter a new world of success, recognition, fame, if you so wish to. I'm hearing acting. I don't know if any of you act. This moment in your life is cultivating an immense strength of character, because it takes strength. As you see, this is represented as a sheep, and even traditional strength is represented as, a woman who is dressed in flowy white clothing, having control over a lion and a wild animal. Strength is not cruel or violent or aggressive. It's soft. It's the knowledge that you are okay. In fact, you're doing better than ever. So please do not allow this Two of Swords energy to consume you as you're going through these divinely orchestrated changes. Because whatever is happening right now, this portal activates your ancestral power. And what waits for you, on the other hand, is the world, is fame, is recognition, is you finally coming. You will be able to see what you don't see now once this divine orchestration occurs. You will feel like you finally know how to intellectualize the spiritual experience, but now you don't. And this tower moment may be stressful, and that's okay. What you're asked to do is surrender. Surrender to the changes that are occurring right now, because they're leading you to success, recognition, and fulfillment of your dream, ending of a chapter, and an entrance into a completely new life. Your urgent message right now is, do not react to changes that are happening externally that have nothing to do with you, with your control. Don't let your mind perceive something as negative when in reality all of these puzzle pieces are falling into place for you to get where you're meant to be, for you to be in your journey. You have the strength, and it's cultivating even more strength in you, to the point where once the situation occurs and once you shift into this new quality, once you get the success and recognition, then you'll know, okay, I get it intellectually now. But right now you can't possibly see how these changes are leading one puzzle piece after another to your dream reality. So surrender. And when your success comes, when you do get the world, remember that things can be as good as they seem. Do not wait for another shoe to drop. This is an end of a chapter. You're entering as a fool into a new realm. So things will never be as they were before. So do not project your past traumas or anxieties onto them, because things are going to be beautiful for you, my pile number one. Alright, pile number one, I think this is all I see for your urgent message from your higher self. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you feel like sharing your story or telling me what you're going through, leave your comment down below. I'm just starting out, so I'm definitely looking for community, for some bonding time with spiritual souls. And yeah, if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number two, and welcome to your reading. If you chose Weavers Share Their Magic Tea, this is your reading right away. According to the guidebook, you're receiving inspiration. Crown chakra is opening. The destiny is ready to show you your next divinely inspired action. I'm going to take these rune cards, and there's two sets of cards in here, red and black ones, and I'm going to pull one black and one red one, just because I like to give an opportunity for the cards to have the same rune. Occasionally that happens, and that obviously tells me that this theme is prominent in your reading. Alright, let's pull one black one. Lagoose. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Lagoose is a rune of intuition, of water, divine feminine energy. Okay, and a red one. I want to get a red one. Let's get this one. Manas. Yep. Manas. Human perfection. This is a rune of humanity, of perfection, of the external and internal falling into balance. It's a link between the divine and human. You're receiving inspiration. You're being guided towards the next step. This is what your reading is going to be about. And let's see what you need to hear urgently for that. Clearly it has to deal with some sort of inspired action, some sort of inspiration. And what does pile number two need to hear about? What does pile number 2 need to hear about? What does pile number 2 need to urgently hear? What does pile number 2 need to urgently hear? I mean, okay. How many more signs do we need? Queen of Wands. That there's some sort of creativity, some sort of inspiration, you're being asked to follow your gut. This is definitely creative inspiration in one way or another. Are you being called to arts? Are you being called to something artistic that makes no sense to your intellect? If so, this is definitely a confirmation. What does pile number 2 need to hear? What does pile number 2 need to hear urgently? What does pile number 2 need to urgently hear from their higher self? What does pile number 2 need to hear? Page of Cups. Okay, yep. I mean, what does pile number 2 need to hear? What does pile number 2 need to hear? What does pile number 2 need to hear from their higher self right now? What does pile number 2 need to hear from their higher self right now? What is pile number 2? Empress. Okay, how many? Justice. Wow. These are actually my numbers. My lucky numbers are 3 and 11. What does pile number 2 need to hear? Can I get 2 more cards? What does pile number 2 need to hear? What does pile number 2 need to hear urgently from their higher self? 2 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Okay. 2 of Cups. Okay. Pile number 2. Right now, please, your higher self is urgently asking you to act on your highest excitement. It's asking you to act on the little divine inspiration that you're receiving. There's something that you want to do. There's some sort of creativity. Your heart is calling you. Creativity, I say creativity because we got Queen of Wands and Empress simultaneously. These are feminine energy of creation. And water being so present in your chart, clearly you're channeling something. You're basically, this is an artist group, definitely. I mean, you're coming into union with 2 of Cups here. You're coming into union. The energies are finally balancing out enough for you to be able to receive that wish. Page of Cups here, intuitively, I know this is outside of the interpretation because this is young energy. The energy is open for you to receive the present from the divine. And Page of Cups, intuitively, because it's a young energy, it tells me that it's likely, I know this might not apply for everyone, but it's likely that, I mean, look at the duality here. 2 of Wands and 2 of Cups. Sorry, I got distracted. Justice too. It's likely you've tried to follow your intuition. You've tried to follow this idea before. It's likely it's something that has been with you when you were a kid. This is the moment, human perfection, right? This is Manaz rune is a rune of the internal and external circumstance perfectly balancing each other. This is your moment to shine, honey. Okay? This is your moment to slay. You can look into the future and make plans in regards to this creativity because this time around it will work out. This Empress is presented with a baby already. And normally, the Empress is pregnant. So it tells me that perhaps that project has been in the works for a long time and maybe you have tried to work on it before, but it didn't work out. But right now, the energies are coming into balance here with justice. You're ready to get your good karma. You're ready to come into union with your wish, with your dream fulfillment. If you step into this Queen of Wands energy, you're a creative. You're an artist. You hear a voice of inspiration. Act on it. Whatever it is, the things that are exciting you right now, that are bringing you joy, that you're so like, oh my gosh, I wish that I could do it. You can do them, actually. You can. Because this time around, the door is wide open for you to make those plans, for you to count on success. You're receiving your wish. Whatever it is that excites you right now, you're asked, please act on your inspiration, act on your creativity, because there's no swords energy here. You, my pile number 2, this is going to be a strange advice, but intellectually right now, you do not need to have things figured out. Make sure that you protect yourself so that you're safe through this transition, obviously, but follow that voice, that divine guidance. Your crown chakra is wide open. You're receiving intuitive call, and the circumstance is perfect. This is fated for you to step into this Empress energy and give birth to this project, to this creativity. The scales are going to balance out in your favor, and you're going to come into union with your wish. So count on it. The urgent message from your higher self is act on your inspiration and do not look back. You're not going to regret it. The circumstance is perfect this time around. And you will start, the more you act on this inspiration, even though you don't see how things will unfold consciously, because we have no swords here, that energy of being in your inspiration, of following your gut, of trusting yourself. Pile number 2, the video just cut out, and it was so funny because it was in the precise moment where I was kind of like, all right, I guess this video is going to be shorter than the other one, because the urgent advice is pretty clear and the video cut out. So pile number 1 or pile number 2, my apologies. Act on it. That's all you need to know. I'm not going to push it any further because clearly your higher self does not want me to convolute the information. So thank you so much for joining me for this reading. If you'd like to share your story, please leave it down in the comments. I would obviously love to hear from you. And I'm just starting out, so I really want to build a community here of like-minded spiritual souls. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. And yeah, dive into it, okay? You have nothing to fear. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at urgent and quick messages from your higher self, and you've chosen When the Weavers Call Your Heart. Love. Romantic love, creation love, artistry. Something is calling you right now. There's an energy of love opening in your life, and you're asked to let that energy through. I'm going to shuffle this rune deck, and we're gonna pull 1 black and 1 red cards. And as I explained to other piles, that's because these are 2 of the same deck, just 1 in red and 1 in black. And I like to pull 1 black. I was horse transition change. Okay, this is like very much chariot vibes. Berkana. Okay, this was in one of the other piles. If you came from there, then you know. But basically what I was saying in regards to the rune cards, I like to pull 1 black and 1 red one just to see sometimes they're the same one. And if they're the same one, that's the central theme of your reading. Clearly, in this case, it's not the same rune. So we have Awaz, which is the rune of transition, change, journey, progress, you know, just diving into very much chariot vibes. And Berkana is an opening, a portal, also a beginning. But while Awaz is a rune that is very similar to chariot in a sense where there's a conscious control of it, like you can consciously control this energy and you are taking in charge. At the same time, there's also a portal, there's a mysterious portal of energy as Berkana opening for you. So there's basically already a message of you are stepping into a journey that was fated for you. This portal is open for you right now. Specifically, these doors are opening for you to step through them, okay? And now we're gonna shuffle your tarot cards and see what Your urgent message is love. Love is coming in. In what ways? What is the urgent message that pile number 3 needs to hear from their higher self? What is an urgent message that Hierophant? What is an urgent message? Okay, 4 of Cups. Yeah. You don't see it coming. Rose-colored glasses are coming to you, honey. You're ready to see the world from rose-colored glasses perspective. Love is coming your way, but you don't see it yet. Let's see. What does pile number 3 need to hear? What does pile number 3 need to urgently hear? What is the urgent message? King of Cups. Knight of Swords. What does pile number 3 needs to urgently hear? 7 of Wands. Okay, yeah. What does pile number 3 needs to urgently... Hold on a second. What is pile number 3? I just want one more card. What is pile number 3 needs to urgently hear from their higher self? What does pile number 3 need to urgently... Okay, this card. 3 of Cups. Okay, my dear pile number 3. You are on the precipice of a completely new reality. A reality that is full of love in all its ways, shapes, and forms. 7 of Wands being here tells me that perhaps when the weavers call your heart, you're called to something that is not entirely supported by energies or people around you, by your circumstance. Perhaps you think, well, what I'm called to makes no sense in the confines of reality, but guess what? The things that excite you, the things that are pulling you in, the things that are making you giggle, whether it be a person, whether it be, some sort of an art form, whether it be music, whatever it might be, you're being called to something. And Hierophant being here with music signifies that perhaps in one way or another you're asked to step into a position of a teacher. Knight of Swords. Pile number 3. I'm sorry if I called you a different name of the pile. Honestly, every single time I listen to tarot card readers, I'm always like, I'm not pile number 2, I'm pile number 3. I always correct them in my head, but now I see how during a channeling session you can get confused. But basically, pile number 3, your urgent message is what you're called to do right now from a place of love, this new journey. This is fated for you to step into. In one way or another, it requires you to be in a position of a teacher, of a guru, of a guide. It requires you to rely on your experiences, on your spiritual knowledge. Your spiritual knowledge tells you, do this, follow this, the portal is open. Jump on that chariot, the conditions are perfect right now. Knight of Swords, you're ready. And guess what? This energy is going to unfold really fast because Knight of Swords is the second fastest knight in the deck. So your urgent message is do not get distracted by the 7 of Wands energy here. Do not get distracted by this energy of perhaps people saying that, this makes no sense, or maybe consider this or that. This is not your time to listen to anyone else but your own heart. And guess what? If you're looking for love, it's coming. Regardless, love is coming your way. I'm just not sure in what shape. 3 of Cups here signifies to me that it has to somehow deal with your relationships with other. And you know your situation better, obviously. You know that. You know how you have been burned before. You know the traumas you carry. You know your experiences. But in one way or another, you're moving in the cycle of life. You're moving into a reality that will seem too good to be true. Love is entering your life. There's a partnership with the King of Cups here going on. A partnership with Three of Cups. There's like a communal energy to this as well. So please, pile number 3, do not listen to other people's suggestions right now. This is not your time to rely on other people's external judgment. This is your time to rely on your internal wisdom of the Hierophant that you've learned. This is your time to be in this energy of spiritual guru or teacher who knows what they're doing. You know what they're doing. And you being in this energy, you going, acting on your highest excitement, you stepping into this journey is opening a portal. You need to, I am called to mention a Bashar quote. He constantly talks about, in order for you to be able to manifest, it's not just important to sit at home, right? It's important to act within physical reality, because the language of physical reality is physical action, inspired action specifically. So you're called to some sort of inspired action. And guess what? This is going to happen super fast for you. You don't see it coming, and it's going to be too good to be true with rose-colored glasses. So embody this Hierophant energy here. Embody this wise person that you are. You have the experience. You've gone through the knowledge. You've been through the tower moments, and you are ready for life to be different. So let life serve you love, because love is waiting for you. You don't see this opportunity. You're so preoccupied with what's happening now. You're like, well, maybe my manifestation is not going to come true. Guess what? It will. It is happening. The Berkana is a portal. But first, you need to jump on the horse and let the physical reality know that you believe in your wisdom. If you are looking for love, love is there. In one way, shape, or form. Romantic love. But there's also community. It's like love is coming to you in so many different ways you don't even know it. So please don't listen to whatever are the opinions that are cornering you with the 7 of Wands here. Because right now, it's time for you to go for it. It's time for you to jump on that chariot horse with Awaz, with Berkana, because the portal is open now. So the urgent message is act now. Embody that energy of wisdom now. You already know what to do. Let the universe know, one day at a time, step by step, what energy you want to embrace. Be in that energy of love. Don't let the stressors of external circumstance affect you right now, because things are falling into place and you're on your way to get the community and the support and the love that perhaps you never got to receive from the people that... It's something about your relationships. Something about things just becoming perfect in the external world, where you look at people and you're like, wow, there is goodness in the world. If you're looking for love, it's definitely there with King of Cups here. If you're looking for community, it's definitely there. I mean, there's just opportunities ready to be just drop onto you through this portal, you know. And God is like, okay, I'm ready to shower pile number 3 with all these blessings. But first, you need to take some action. There's some action that needs to be taken here with all these cards. That if you're being called to being a teacher, if you're being called to embody this older, more mature energy of spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is not just intellect. It's being able to rely on the fact that love is all there is. Love, in the end of the day, is the most important thing. Love is the only thing that pretty much saved us as humanity, right? Evolution happened because of love. I mean, think about it. If we only operated on intellect and ego, we would have killed each other a long time ago. But love, generation after generation, had saved us. And right now, you're asked to trust love a little more. Listen to your heart and step into this position of authority that you're meant to be. Because you just embodying this energy is enough to open a portal. You don't need to know how exactly it will play out in the physical realm, because the universe is already ready to shower you with gifts. All right, pile number 3. This is all that I see in your reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I would like to have a community here, so if you feel like sharing your story or what you're going through, please let me know. I'll be very active in the comments right now. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, subscribe to the channel. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!